All right, you want to send me off again, Brennan?
Yeah.
Are we rolling?
Are we rolling?
Are
check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Check 5, 6.
7, 8.
And
Go. Okay, guys. Hi, I'm Lindsay Bliss, and today we're going to do a flow based all around side planks. So variations of side planks and also doing those variations in modified side planks or supported side planks as well. So as we flow today, if you want any sort of props like blocks, blankets, they're not required, but if you like having them around, go ahead, grab them, blankets, whatever books you have around, or your collection of like hard case Star Wars or whatever it is. As we flow and do the variations of side planks, I'm always going to do the modified variation first on like my first leg, and then the normal version or the full version on my second leg. So if you feel comfortable going ahead and doing the full variation, feel free to just go for that. But also the variations in the supported versions can be pretty fun as well. Also good to learn the movement. So keep that in mind and let's get started. All right, so come lying down on your backs. Maybe grab a drink of water first. And just find a comfortable seat. Your knees can be bent, your legs can be long. Whatever feels good to get you started. We won't be here for too long. Just take a couple deep breaths in. And deep breaths out. So just kind of finding your natural rhythm. Right now, mine is kind of excited, so my heart's beating. So kind of just starting to slow everything down. So you breathe in through your nose and out your mouth. You start to close your mouth. Right away, moving into your Ujjayi breath. Breathe in through your nose and sigh out your nose. Couple just like that. Big inhale. Big exhale, sigh out the nose. One more breath in. Sigh out the nose. Find that moment of rest. Start to walk your feet in towards you. And then right away, I want you to curl up into a little ball. So lift your shoulders, bring your knees to your chest. Give them a little squeeze. And then release your shins, reach your arms forward. So you're kind of like in a hovering crunch. And then slowly straighten both of your legs out to a hollow body shape. So do a little core at the beginning right away. So squeeze your bum, zip up your inner thighs. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. All right, come back, knees to chest. And then this time, you're just gonna grab onto your right leg. Bring your right knee and straighten your left leg out. And then the goal here is to keep your shin where it is, or as best as you can, but then release your hand. So pull your knee in, punch your left foot forward, reach your arms forward. All right, take a full breath in. And then exhale, straighten your right leg. Bring your left knee into your chest. All right, grab your shin, big breath in. And then breath out, reach forward, pull. Straighten your left leg. Bring your right knee into your chest. You guys got it. Big breath in. Breath out, grab your shin. Drop your shoulders, twist over to the right. And take a full breath in. Full breath out. And come back, reset it in. Both knees into your chest. Grab your left shin. Lift your shoulders, straighten your right leg. Reach forward. Take it for a full breath in. Full breath out. Straighten your left leg, right knee in. Again, do this slow. Big breath in. Exhale, straighten. Left knee in. Breath out, hold it, lift higher. Grab your shin, lower, twist over to the right. So kind of getting out of breath right away. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. All right, come back to center. Plant both of your feet down, and then lift your hips up just for a nice bridge pose. And give your booty a little tap. See that it's kind of working. And to emphasize that, press your feet down, pull your heels towards you. Start to lift your hips just a little bit more. And take your arms, reach them just up and overhead. Flex your palms so they face to the sky like you're serving a platter. And then take your right hand to your left fingers. Pull back, but like punch the heel of your hand up. Keep your hips lifted. I know legs kind of start to shake here. And then switch your hands. All right, stay lifted. Reach all the way up and behind you. Fingernails touch the ground behind you. And then drop your hips, drop your hands. All right, let's do that one more time, a little bit different. Lift your hips up. Reach your hands up, but this time, instead of like serving a platter, send the tops of your hands to face the sky. So fingers are gonna point forward towards your feet. Little stretch. Do that on the opposite hand. Then reach your arms all the way behind you. Drop your hips. Awesome. Take a moment, feet wide, knees together, big breath in. Big breath out. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll the length of your mat. Then cross your ankles, come all the way over to downward facing dog. Play down through your hands, pull out your feet a little bit. You're ready, yes and no. And just kind of ask yourself what it is that you need. So if it's stillness, maybe you just kind of hold and add breath. But if you need to move, go ahead and move. I don't know what the rest of your day was like. Only you can kind of decide what you need at this point. And then I'll guide you through the rest of it. Wherever you're at, start to find a little bit of stillness. Energize down through your palms. Lift your hips high. Your heels high. And then rock forward all the way to high plank pose. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. Then really firm up right away. So I give a bend to my elbows and then push the floor down. Squeeze your bum. Send your heels back. The crown of your head forward. But pull your toes towards your wrists. Take a full breath in. Lower down for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Let it go. All right, arms reach back in space. Locust pose, lift your chest. Reach your fingertips back, and then maybe they float off of the mat. Lift your legs. Take an inhale. Lower down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, locust, lift up. Lower down. Bring your hands by your sides. Tabletop pose. Pause. Take a couple circles with your hips here. From side to side. And then find your stillness. Lengthen that crown of head. And then straighten your left leg. Modified side plank. Pivot your right toes. Lift left arm up. And then kind of notice, like, we're very supported in this modified version because we have kind of our bones stacked underneath of us. But we want to add a little more effort so that we have room to play. So ground your left heel, your left big toe, and then press down through that pinky side edge of your left foot. Nice. Bend your right elbow. Push the ground down as you lift up. Maybe left arm lifts. Maybe you push so hard you can hover your right knee and then kind of like tap your right inner thigh up to your left inner thigh. Nice, you guys. All right, drop that down. Tabletop. Switch your sides. So pivot left toes. Reach up and this. Oh, words are so hard. Emphasize every part of what's touching the mat here. Toes, fingers, reach up. Maybe you hover that left knee. Maybe you give your Right inner thigh a tap. All right, bring it back down. Tabletop. Downward facing dog. Take a couple moments just to kind of pedal it out here. Bend into one knee at a time. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Start to lift up through your right leg. And then point your toes down to start. So if your right hip stacks on your left, see if you can tone that down just a little bit. So right hip in line with your left. Your leg might not lift as high, that's okay. And then from here, one-legged plank, rock forward. In your one-legged plank, hold it. Bring your knee to your chest. Dome your upper back like a cat pose. Three-legged dog, take it back. Bring your knee to your chest, hold it. Step your right foot between your hands. Awesome. From here, tent up your fingertips. Lift your right arm for a twist. Think about reaching through your right shoulder. And drop your left knee. Bring your hands on top of your thigh. Lift your chest. Anjaneyasana. Take a couple moments to forward and back. And kind of like notice your range of flexibility here. Kind of where you're at. And wherever you feel the most grounded, press down into the ground. Lift your hips. Squeeze your legs towards one another. Maybe reach your arms up. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Hands to the ground. Step your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen up. Exhale, fold. Into Tadasana, inhale, reach all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Find that halfway lift, lengthen up. And high plank pose, step back. From high plank, lower for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, this time take your arms, reach them forward in space. And then Superman locust. Lift up arms, legs, chest. You can stay here and just hold this. Or bend your elbows, pull back, squeeze your shoulder blades. And then reach forward, stay lifted. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull back. One more time, reach forward. Pull back, squeeze. Reach forward. Lower down, hands by your side ribs. Tabletop for a plank pose. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Lift your left leg all the way up. And then notice right away, if like your toes point to the left, point them down, square your hips. Maybe heel is a little higher. One-legged plank, rock forward. Pause here. Bring your knee to your chest. Dome your upper back. Push the ground away. Three-legged dog. Kick it back. Maybe heel lifts a little more. Bring your knee to your chest. Hold it. Step your left foot forward. Easy twist. Lift your left arm. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right. Drop your right knee. Anjaneyasana. Hand to thigh. Lift your chest. Shift forward and back. And then take a moment, figure out where you feel just the most balance. Maybe that's a little deeper, maybe it's pulled back. Press down, squeeze, lift hips, reach up. Take a full inhale and exhale. All right, hands to the ground, forward fold, top of the mat. Find a halfway lift, fold down. Tadasana, inhale, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, lengthen up. High plank pose, step back. Lower for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Keep your hands where they land. Lift lift your chest, cobra pose. Think like wrists pulling back in space as your belly pulls forward. Lower down. Let's do one more cobra pose. Lift up as high as feels comfortable. Maybe you start to lift your kneecaps up into up dog. Downward facing dog. Take it all the way back. Big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, we're going to do that one more time through, just a little bit quicker. Lift your right leg high to the sky. One-legged plank, rock forward. Knee to chest, squeeze it tight. Three-legged dog, kick it back. Knee to chest, right foot between hands, easy twist. Lift your right arm. Drop your left knee, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach up. Maybe you lean back a little bit. Forward fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, inhale, reach up, sweep high. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. High plank pose, step back. Lower down. Cobra pose, lift your chest. Lower. Down dog, how you'd like to get there, through table or plank. Right away, left leg lifted up. One-legged plank, rock forward. Three-legged dog, take it back. Knee to chest. Step it through. Easy twist. Lift your left arm. Anjane, drop. Inhale, reach up. Big breath in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, reach up. Hands to your heart. Let's take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold it down. Halfway lift, lengthen. High plank pose, step back. For this high plank, your knees can be up or down, but we're gonna do a couple push-ups, 3 to be exact. So knees lifted or knees dropped. If your knees are down, try not to keep your butt up as you lower. Stay as like one flat line. So lift your heels, lean forward, then lower halfway. Push up, lower down. One more push up, lower down, push back up. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up if they're down. Up dog, drop your hips into it. Downward facing dog, take it back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Just kind of always coming back to down dog. Suppose we move through a lot, but we don't always stay. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, start to look forward. Bend both of your knees. Step or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, inhale, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. High plank pose. You're welcome to do a full push-up, lower to your bellies, or take chaturanga. Up dog, cobra. Downward facing dog. Take it back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale. All right, look forward. Bend your knees, step, hop, maybe jump. Halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Or any other option, maybe you just skip it and shift back to down dog. Down dog is where we will all meet. Let's do one more big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, look forward. Bend your knees. Step or hop or jump. Halfway lift. Fold into Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. All right, this time, reach up high. Grab your left wrist. Lean over to the right. Come back through center. Switch your sides. And come back through center. Cactus your arms, lift your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Down dog. Take it back the way that you like. Maybe that's just a shift. Maybe you're over it. I'm over it most of the time. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, from here, start to lift your right leg all the way up. Point your toes to the right. Lift your heel higher. Bend your knee. Squeeze your heel to your glute. Squeeze it as tight as you can. And then bring your knee to your chest. Shift forward. Step your right foot between your hands. High crescent lunge. Lift all the way up. Maybe you just kind of start with your legs. Just kind of finding that stance that feels good. So the more narrow your stance, the more you're going to work for that stability, the wider, the more you're going to have buoyancy, stability, all that good stuff. Squeeze your feet. Really tighten it up. Lift your hips. And then maybe your arms come all the way up. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. All right, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Make a fist, punch it down. Lean forward. Bound airplane, take off. Lift your left leg up. If you're not ready for a balance, just keep your toes down and lean forward. That's great too. In airplane, kick through your back heel. Keep your core engaged. As gently as you can. Step down. High crescent lunge. With long arms, twist to the right. Awkward twist. Your left hand can come to the outside of your right thigh for a little more traction. Reach back through your right fingers. Easy twist. Left hand to the ground. For the modified version, drop your left knee, pivot your toes, step your right leg back. The non-modified version, both legs are lifted. And press down. And then from here, we're going to take wild thing. So lift your right leg, and then step your leg behind you. Lift your chest, reach forward in space. If you want a little more, you can touch the back of your head, lean your elbow back, take it back, downward facing dog. Again, you can always add a flow there if you'd like. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, lift your left leg all the way up, open your hip, point toes to the left, heel goes higher. Bend your knee, squeeze your heel to your glutes. You feel big opening across your quad. Bring your knee to your chest, squeeze it. Step left foot forward. High crescent lunge, come all the way up. And again, take a moment just to find your stance. Maybe widen, bring together, or take a moment for me to catch my breath. And then kind of juice up this crescent moon. So bend your back knee, squeeze your feet, arms up. If you feel a little pinch in your shoulders, arms can go a little wider. Bring your hands behind your back. Put the weird hand on top. Punch your fist down, lean forward. Bound airplane or stay. So two options, take off or don't. Kick out through your heel, Low belly muscles engaged. High crescent lunge, lower down. Reach up. Awkward twist to the left. Right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Reach back a little further. So like you're trying to just like, I don't know, like show your pec off. Easy twist. Right hand down. Side plank or modified. Left foot meets your right. For a wild thing, lift your left leg. Step it behind you. Lift your heart, lean back. Reach your left arm forward. Maybe you catch the back of your head and lean. Take it back to down dog. Add a flow if you'd like. And back in your down dog, just kind of like, as we build intensity towards these poses, just start to notice like where you're at with each step. So we're gonna do that one more time. Add on a little bit more. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. This time look forward. Bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Find a halfway lift. Forward fold. Into Tadasana, inhale, reach all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart. All right. Lift your right leg up. Ooh, left leg. Lift your left leg up. And then take a moment to just really engage here. So left hand to the top of your left thigh. Press your thigh down and then resist. Lift your thigh up against your hand. Hold on to that resistance. Start to squeeze your heel towards your butt or your glute, depending on how technical you want to get. And then let go of your hand. Keep this connection between heel to glute. Bring your hands to your heart. And then slowly start to like drop your knee, keep the connection. So heel still to glute. And then start to lean forward into a warrior three. If you want to juice it up, arms can go forward. And then once you're about parallel, slowly straighten that back leg. High crescent lunge, lower down. Reach up. And then this time, bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward. Twist to the right. Hook your left elbow to your right thigh. And then lift your heart to your thumbs. If that's too much for right now, just go back a little bit. Take a little less intense of a twist. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Come back through center, high crescent. Easy twist. Drop your left knee. Kick it behind you. Step back, modified or regular side plank. This time, it's like a wild thing, but a little different. So check in with yourself. Lift your right leg. Squeeze your heel to your glute. See how that feels. Start to open up your chest. Reach your right arm up behind you. Reach for your ankle. Kick your foot into your hand if you have it. Partridge Pose. As gently as you can. Start to release. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. All right. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step or hop, top of the mat. Find a halfway lift. Forward fold. Tadasana, inhale, reach up high. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your right leg up. Bring your right hand to the top of your right thigh. Press down, but lift your left leg up against it. Once you find that resistance, squeeze your right heel to your glute. Hold on to that, bring your hands to your heart. Slowly bring your right knee in line with your left. Keep heel to glute connection. And then rock forward, warrior three. Arms can be forward or at your heart, your choice. Once you're about parallel-ish to the ground, start to straighten out that back leg. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. All right, gently step down. High crescent lunge, arms go up. Hands through heart, twist to the left. Same thing, connection between right elbow, left thigh, or right hand to thigh. Press your palms together, lift your heart to your thumbs, take a full breath in. Full breath out, maybe twist deeper. All right, easy twist. Right hand down, left arm up, side plank. Step your left foot to your right. All right, here we go. Sort of a wild thing, so option one, but not. Lift your left leg. Squeeze your heel to your glute. Start to lift your chest, reach behind you. Catch your heel. Partridge pose. Kick foot into hand. As gently as you can, downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, ragdoll pose. Walk your hands to your feet. Back of the mat. Not a yes, not a no. Pull out your wrists, all the things that you need. And take it back, downward facing dog. Remember, downward facing dog. Now start to move forward with your right leg all the way up. Bend, stack, open your hip. This time bring your knee to your right tricep, so squeeze it tight. Maybe even lift a little higher towards your armpit. Step your right foot between your hands. Warrior two, open all the way up. Take a moment just to kind of like be here. It's like our first like open hip posture, right? And then wherever you feel the most grounded, I want you to start to push your feet down into the floor. Then try to spread the mat apart underneath your feet. So maybe you sink a little deeper. And reach your arms all the way out, long, forward, back. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Eyes are heavy. Maybe even look out like your right fingers, or like whatever poster you might have on the wall in front of you. Start to reach forward. Extended side angle pose. Bring your right hand either to your thigh or maybe the floor, block, ankle. And then take your top arm, reach it all the way up and overhead. So extended side angle. Reach through your fingertips, grab down through your back foot. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Warrior two, come right back up. Straighten your right leg. Maybe heel toe your back foot in a little bit. That's what I like to do. Triangle pose. Bump your hips back. Reach forward. Reach forward. You can't reach any more forward. Reach a little more. Bring your hand down either side of your foot, ankle. Take your top arm up. If you're looking for a bind, wrap your left arm behind your back. And lean back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look down at your right foot. Half moon pose. You can grab a block if you have one, or the ground could work just fine, maybe a table. Lift your left leg up and then expand in all four directions here. If you want to add Tropasana, bend your left leg, just like we did in the Partridge Pose. Reach back for your ankle. Kick your foot into your hand once you have it. Let it be a back bend. You've got your foot. Start to release it. Slowly step back. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Come all the way up. Downward facing dog. Take it back. Again, you can flow. You can skip it. Lift your left leg up. Bring your knee to your left tricep. Hold it there, squeeze. If it's kind of lower, see if you can lift it a little higher as best you can. Even if it doesn't move, just try. And then warrior two, step your foot forward. Open all the way up. You can just take a moment to get into your legs. So like heel to arch alignment. And then once you feel centered, arms go out. Hips lift. Maybe you sink just a bit lower. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Start to reach forward. Extended side angle twist. Take top arm, reach it up and overhead. And then pretend like you're trying to high five someone behind you. Now legs start to shake. Come back up, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, heel toe that back foot in. Hips back, reach forward. As far as you can, reach forward. When you think you're done, pause. Reach a little more forward. Triangle pose. Reach up. Maybe take a bind. Big breath in. Big breath out. Start to look down at your left foot. Half moon pose. Left hand walks forward like pinky toe side of foot. Lift your right leg up. Expand, expand. Maybe bend your right leg. Tropasana. Maybe you can also like bring knee to chest. Kick it back. If you're in Tropasana, slowly release. Step back, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, reach up. Downward facing dog, take it back. Big breath in. Big breath. Look up towards your hands. Bend your knees, step or hop. Top of the mat. In your forward fold, take Partridge. So your two peace sign fingers, wrap them around your big toe mats. Bend your knees as much as you need to do this. So even if you're kind of down in a little squat, that's totally fine. Once you have the connection between your fingers, maybe your chest and your thighs, start to pull yourself in. Then start to straighten your legs as much as you can. Again, even if nothing changes, just try. It's kind of the effort that does make change eventually. You kind of bend and straighten. Let head hang heavy. Release your big toes. Find that halfway lift. And then bring your hands to your hips, rise all the way up to stand. Nice. Just kind of take a moment, catch your breath. Awesome. And then from here, lift your right leg up. One-legged Tadasana. And we're going to do like a little standing sequence, but kind of adding options along the way. So cactus out your arms. Ooh, bring your hands to your heart. Take a full breath in. 1, 2. All right. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your right knee up. Just the front of your right shin. And then lift your knee a little higher. And then open up to the right. Nice. That could look like this. It can look like this. And then I want you to squeeze your right butt cheek, like you're trying to roll your inner thigh up in space. And then take your left arm, reach it out to the side. Flex your palm like you're trying to push a door frame or like the wall beside you away. Nice tall chest. And then come back through center. I want you to reach your arms up, straighten your right leg, and then lift it as high as you can. When you can't lift it any higher, just try to lift it a little higher. Maybe it'll move, maybe it won't. And bring it down. A little shake. Bring your left knee up. Grab your shin. Open to the left. Again, inner thigh is trying to lift up. Right arm goes up. And what I mean by like inner thigh lifting up is if your knee caves kind of inwards or your heel goes back, we want to do the opposite of that. So kind of like inner ankle goes forward. Big, tall chest. Breath in. Breath out. All right, come back through center. Straighten your left leg. Reach your arms up high as you can. Lift, 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 lift. And bring it down. Nice little shake. Head roll. Cool. Let's do that one more time through with an option to grab your toe. So lift your right leg up. And then hike it higher, like knee almost to nipple. Either grab your shin or two peace sign fingers to your big toe. Pause here. So right at that center mark. Open to the right. And then from here, start to straighten. And that might be here. Inner thigh rolls up. Maybe you straighten a little more, a little bend in the leg. Maybe it's even more. Left arm goes out to the side. Again, just strong in every direction. Big breath in. Big breath out. If you've got your toe, keep hold of it. Come back through center. Left arm goes up. And then release your big toe. Keep it lifted as high as you can. And bring it down. Nice. Okay, left side. Lift it up. Either grab shin or big toe. Open to the left. Slowly start to straighten if you have that big toe. Right arm goes out. Kick through your heel. Big breath in. Big breath out. You've got your toe. Try to come back through center. Even if you shake, that's okay. The wobbles, that's good. Right arm up. Left arm up. Keep your left foot up. A little higher. And Tadasana. A little shake. Nice, you guys. All right, reach your arms all the way up. Big breath in. And then full breath out. All right. We're going to try that in a plank pose. Halfway lift. Step your right leg back. Left leg forward. If you're modifying, drop your right knee. Pivot your left toe, your right toes. And then catch your left shin and just pull it up to your chest like we did when we were standing. See how this feels, again, in modified or side plank. If you want a little more, catch your big toes. Again, pause here. Maybe start to straighten that leg up. Again, kicking through the heel. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, that's fine. When we fall, it's okay. Slowly take it back. Down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, switching sides. This time, right leg forward. Side plank. Left leg down. Catch your shin or your big toe if you feel comfortable. Bring it to chest. Start to straighten your leg up. Kick through your heel as carefully as you can. Downward facing dog. And feel free to take a little more time than that if you'd like. We have a pause button for a reason. Big breath in. Big breath out. Drop your knees. Take a seat. A lot of weight bearing today. Roll your wrists, roll your head. We'll do a little bit of camel pose. And we're going to twist, we're going to stretch, we're going to lay. It's going to be great. So for camel pose, stand up tall on your shins and just kind of take a moment and kind of lean back and forth and see your hips go back, how it feels to lean back like a plank. And then see where you feel the most grounded between your feet. Lift your hip bones up. And then start to lift your belly button up. Bring your hands to your heart. And not a back bend just yet. I just want you to lean back kind of like a plank. So it's going to be more of an exercise. So lean back as far as you can. Maybe it's 45 degrees, whatever it might be. And then slowly brace, lift back up. Feel a stretch on the top of your quads. Lean back. One more time. Lean back. Lift up. Awesome. So that's kind of the action of camel pose when you think about it. Just camel pose is stationary, and that's kind of the drop back and the lift up. So first things first is you can always take hands to your sacrum and lift, hug elbows in. But I've been really enjoying reaching your arms up. Hips up, lift, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulders. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Awesome. Take a little seat. That's a great place to go if dropping back to your heels just isn't for you today. But if you're ready for doing that, stand up nice and tall. You can bring the floor closer to you by tucking your toes or using blocks kind of as your feet. Lift your hips, lift your belly, your heart. Start to lean back. And then reach your arms back. Just know your heels are there. Once you grab your heels, lift higher. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly come back up. Take a seat. Big breath in. Big breath out. We're going to do that one more time. If you have a full Kapinjalasana in your practice you want to take, you can do that. Otherwise, stand up nice and tall. Lift hips, lift heart super firm. Toes tucked or maybe not. Lean back, reach back. Your heels are there, I promise. Lift hips, heart. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly come back up. Take a seat. Tuck your chin into your chest. Just kind of a moment to come back to your center. Maybe one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Just kind of feel your heart beat, your belly rise. And also start to feel the motion of your breath, the beat of your heart start to slow down. Let this just be kind of the most basic way to come back to knowing that everything in life is ephemeral, and that we're always going to be riding waves of change. Our hearts will beat fast and then they will slow, vice versa, with the breath, the waves, the weather, the world. And once you feel settled, roll over onto one hip. Swing your legs out in front of you. Bring your right knee into your chest. Cross your right leg over your left. And then heel toe your foot out a little further. So Gomukhasana, you can do it with one leg or both legs. So heels to opposite hips. Have a little wiggle of your hips. And then stay here if you're ready to fold, then fold. Otherwise, take your left elbow to your right thigh. Bring your hands together. And then like a twisted chair, lift your heart up towards your thumbs. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Come back through center. Walk your hands all the way up. Walk your hands back in. Unravel your feet, give them a little sway, side to side. Let's take reverse tabletop. So hands behind you, fingers can point to heels, maybe out to the sides. Grab your feet, lift your hips up, and then squeeze your butt with your hips a little higher. Gently drop it down. Let's do that on the other side. So left knee to chest, cross it over. Pause, right heel comes around. And then a gentler twist will just kind of be hand to thigh, forearm to thigh. Or elbow, palms together. Push to lift your heart. It also looks, great for a nice little picture. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come back through center, walk your hands out. Walk your hands back in. Unravel your legs. Take one more reverse tabletop. Feet down. Lift your hips. Drop your hips. Roll onto your backs. We're going to come to Apanasana. So bring your knees just into your chest without using your hands. So just kind of like as close as your thighs can get to your body, wherever they land. Maybe they're up a little higher, a little lower. Keep your low back a little kind of rock side to side. And then spread your knees out a little wider. Keep your thighs as they are. Lift your feet. Happy baby pose. So you can keep your whole low back down as best you can. You can also use like a strap or a big scarf to grab your feet if you need. And just kind of like ask yourself what you need. A little more stretch, straighten out your legs. One at a time, both. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. And come back to center. Grab, if you have a block or a blanket, grab it. If not, don't worry. But just stick the blanket right underneath your hips. Send your legs up to the sky. If you have a shoulder stand or another sort of inversion in your practice you want to take, go ahead and take it. But we've already done a lot of energy today, so for me, this is what's going to do. Point and flex your toes, keep a wall, go up to it. Big breath in. And a big breath out. And just to settle down. Slowly start to bring your knees back to your chest. Move a block, blanket if you have it. Give your knees one last big hug. And when you're ready, the Shavasana. Legs long, arms long, just take up space. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Pull wrists and ankles, take arms all the way up overhead, big stretch. Bring your knees into your chest. Make your way all the way up to a seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Put your hands up to your heart. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Put your thumbs right between your brow. And from my heart to all of yours, I bow to you. Thanks so much, you guys.